now, and you have a distance that you have by pacing. They're probably not even close unless you're really good at estimating distance. All right, let's talk. We're going to divide into teams of two. One member of your team is going to be holding one end of the tape, the other one's going to be reading it. Going down, you're going to swap roles coming back. At the same time, we're going to have another team, one person rolling it down, the tape down there, one person rolling it back. Now, everyone knows how to read a tape, right? We're going to use tenths of a foot to make this simple. Now, in measuring this tape, if I measure something, what's your guess on this tape? Come look at this tape, and what's your guess? Is it the nearest foot that you're guessing when you're making a measurement with this tape? Is it the nearest tenth of a foot? Is it the nearest hundredth of a foot? Or is it the nearest thousandth of a foot? What's your guess when you use this tape as a measuring device? Nearest tenth, that means you're guessing that's 0.6, somewhere in there. Okay, that means somewhere, and those are exact marks. So what happens if it falls somewhere in between those two marks? That's your guess. So you're guessing with this tape to the nearest thousandth of a foot. Everybody see that? There's a tenth of a foot. You have very distinct marks. You have tenths of a foot, which are hundredths of a foot, which are very distinct marks. And so if it falls somewhere in between there, then it's the nearest, your guess is the nearest thousandth of a foot with this tape measure. So going down that way, one person is going to be holding the end of the tape, the other one is going to be making the measurement. Reverse rows, come back, compare your two, and if they're way off, redo it. Somebody's wrong. I've got an orange mark here. I've got an orange mark down there. If you want to, you can start at the end or the beginning of the orange mark, as long as you start at the end or the beginning of the orange mark there. Or you can go in the middle of it. Whatever you want, just be consistent. So, team one, down there back. Remember your significant figures. If you're not even close, if you're off 10 feet, then redo it. Now, if you're off 100th of a foot, that's just between stretching the tape, not holding it straight or whatever. Now, roller tape. There's two sides to this. This side is tenths of a foot. This side is inches.
Yeah.
We are going to use tenths of a foot.
Make sure it's tight.
Tenths of a foot. Do not read this side. If it says roller tape on it, nope, it says it on both sides. Just whenever you look down to make the reading, make sure you're on the side that's tenths of a foot. Notice that there's little knobs on here. That's over on this side. And as you go, a foot, it does the counter. So every foot, it clicks. So if you're just measuring to the nearest, guessing to the nearest foot, you just count the clicks. But this gives you the ability to do tenths of a foot. So if you start right here, set your counter to 0, and it is just click. Let's move it to just click. Just click. Set it to 0. And put the 0 down on the start mark. And then as you row, there's a tenth of a foot, half of a tenth, 1.1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, and so forth. And so it's marked in what? These are tenths, and so that would be half of a tenth. So this would be 4, 4.5, 5, 5.5. Now reading this, you're probably going to only read this to the nearest, what, half, probably to the nearest tenth. You might get half of a tenth. That's how you read it. So as you go, you start, you click it, set it to 0, the 0 right on the spot that you want to start with. You start rolling. And say we're going to roll to this crack. It goes right on 0, so that's exactly 1 foot. See how to read the roller tape. So, someone take it down there, somebody bring it back, compare your answers. If you're way off, redo it. So divide up into teams of 2. This should go fairly fast. So I'm going to reset this to, I'm going to click it. Let's go past the click. Set it to 0. Put it down the start mark at 0. And it's ready to go.
No, you're cool. I don't care. Just curious. Yeah.
Ready? Go. 1 foot, 2 foot. You can go with it and push it back.
Okay.
Guess in between those tenths of a foot?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 100th of a foot. So your guess is 100th of a foot. So you carry it, you take it out to 100th of a foot.
Okay.
You don't see that?
I see it. I just thought we were supposed to keep 3 significant figures like our pace factor.
No, that's a different measurement.
Oh.
That,
okay.
you know, pace factor that's a different measurement. The roller wheel is a measurement in itself. Who wants come here and shoot Ezra?
The EDM.
He's standing. That's the EDM measure. Yeah. Come here and shoot Ezra.
Well, it was, but I don't think it's percent here.
Don't put your hands on the tripod. That's no. Don't lean against the tripod. Don't bump the tripod. Look through there. When you got him sighted in, press measure. F1. Don't move the machine. Okay, stand back. You're being shot right now. What's his distance? They'll come up. HD, right? Horizontal distance. Write that down. Next, there. He's only got 2 holes in him now. Let's put another one in. Look through there. Oh, turn. Oh. Yep, there we go. So you bumped the machine. I mean, make sure. Oh man, you got him right in the forehead. You gotta lower it a little bit. Let's hit his button. Okay, that should be his button, right? Okay, press, real gently press F1, which is measure, see? You write down what HD is. HD is horizontal distance, right? How many significant figures? Write down, that's the measurement that gives it to you. Next, who wants to shoot Ezra? This is the EDM. You gotta have a value putting EDM on your. Okay, don't touch the machine. Look through there. You shooting him in the button?
Did you?
Okay. Press F1, measure, and HD is horizontal distance. Write that value down. That's the distance.
Can we use that as our true distance to go ahead and start calculating our percent?
No, the true distance is 300 feet exactly.
Okay.
You did what? Okay. Next. Look through there. You should be hitting him in the button. Don't hit him in the forehead. Don't aim for his head. Aim for his button. Got it?
We can start doing
Press
the
F1. That's the measure. And HD is horizontal distance. Got it? Next. Is this it? Everybody's got your EDM measurement. Everybody's already done it? That's fast. Come on, Ezra. Okay, your correct measurement is 300.000. Exactly.
Can our percent error only have this?
And your percent error can only have the significant figures as your measurement. If you do any calculations with your measurement, the answer is restricted to your lowest number of significant figures in any of your calculations, any of the measurements that you've made.
Percent errors are always positive too, right?
No. See, if If it's short, it's going to be negative.
Okay.
If it's on the other side, if it's too much, it's going to be positive. So it tells you whether you're too short or too long.
So all balls are
Too short. Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody need me now, or I can get the other class started? All right. I'm going to start the other class.